Welcome to this learning module on teacher readiness criteria. The goal of this module is to identify the developmental stages of teachers, understand the accompanying behaviors, and align the leadership supports you offer with the developmental stage of the teacher. In the next few minutes, we will take a look at these 4 stages of teacher development so we can better understand the stages and how to meet teachers where they are in their individual professional development. I think we can all remember the very first day we stepped foot in the classroom as a teacher. We were so full of promise, aspired to change lives, and probably had no idea what we were really getting into. Some of us may have spent hours upon hours creating a beautifully decorated classroom, while others spent time coming up with the perfect activities. Well, a few days, or maybe a month later, we began to realize that things in our classroom were not as perfect as we had envisioned. Between the day-to-day hustle, children's needs, parents' needs, curriculum, school-wide initiatives, etc., I can still remember the overwhelm I felt. And for me, this was long before the world of perfect Pinterest teaching. Every center in the world has teachers in this exact scenario right now. This is referred to as the survival stage. Characteristics of this stage include teachers asking, "Can I make it through this day? Will I make it through this week?" There is a large disconnect between the teacher they are and the teacher they aspire to be, but they don't really know the steps to take to improve their practice. This stage may be representative of the years of teaching, years involved in a new initiative, a new age level assignment, or employment at a new center. Teachers in the survival stage need encouragement, reassurance, and understanding served up in very large doses, especially for those teachers who have recently changed age levels, as we might be inclined to think they know what should be done. What is most beneficial at this time for teachers in the survival stage is implicit and specific instruction, with it most effective when it's happening within the teacher's classroom. So what this might look like is a center director, assistant director, curriculum specialist, or a coach would provide specific modeling and supports within the classroom. This may mean creating some visuals to support specific activities, such as circle time, transitions, maybe nap time, a file folder or a wall poster with the order of the circle time lyrics, track numbers of CDs, would all allow the survival state teacher to focus more on the children and less on the planning aspects of the day. At one of the centers I work alongside, the center director brilliantly created a visual to support the transition from breakfast to circle time and then throughout circle time in a 3-year-old classroom. Not pictured, but included, was a diagram to show the teachers where they should be positioned within the circle in order to best meet the children's needs and also manage late arriving children during morning circle. Teachers in this phase would not find success if they were just given a book to read or attend a training in isolation from center supports. If a teacher in this stage is taking training, it is important that a mentor or center leader consistently follow up with the teacher within the classroom to support the application of skills. Once a teacher has gained traction, they move into the consolidation phase. Think about a teacher that you have at your site right now that often discusses behaviors of children in his or her classroom. They may realize that the particular child exhibits behaviors different than that of other children, but the teacher does not readily have the knowledge or skills to know how to proceed. Their understanding of developmentally appropriate practice or positive behavioral interventions is limited. They often will seek help from leadership or other teachers to assist with situations that are more complex than their skill set currently supports. Teachers in this phase are looking for more knowledge and skill development. These teachers begin to broaden their knowledge base and will begin to actively try new strategies they have read about or are told about. These teachers will need supports in the transfer of knowledge and skills to more complex situations. In classroom supports, much like in the survival stage, will still be relevant, but may need to be less frequent. You can extend the supports of this teacher to bi-monthly check-in meetings to discuss how procedures, processes, and day-to-day actions are working. These teachers will also benefit from visuals to support the implementation of specific language, lines of questioning, or teacher activities such as circle time or read-alouds. A teacher in the consolidation phase would also be a strong candidate to engage in peer-to-peer mentoring, with the mentor-teacher being one in the maturity phase, which we will talk more about in a few minutes. Those teachers who are in the consolidation phase are able to watch others model and/or explain a new concept and, with support, implement those within their own classroom environment. A teacher in the renewal phase has been teaching the same age level or within the same center for a few years. They are looking to sustain their enthusiasm for teaching and refresh the knowledge they have. These are often your teachers who are attending regular trainings, reading books, or seeking out alternative ways to grow their practice. During this phase, the teacher is ready to take on more responsibilities and participate in larger-scale professional development opportunities. Some behavior traits you may see from a teacher in this phase is asking to restructure the environment in their classroom, discussing ways to innovate lesson plans, and even asking for observations to guide their future development. When a teacher is in the renewal phase, they would be a great candidate to attend educational conferences and meetings. These teachers are seeking ways to improve, and it's vital to harness this desire. If teachers are left without the ability to grow and the support to do so, they can become stagnant and complacent. Such a shift can greatly affect the culture of a classroom or a center. Harnessing these teachers' enthusiasm is a great way to not only support their own personal growth, but breathe some new activities into the center. They may be great candidates to be involved in planning committees, such as staff events, parent events, or school-wide event planning. The maturity stage is the final stage we will discuss today. This stage is where teachers are finding new perspectives and insights. These teachers are prepared to share their knowledge and continue to participate in larger-scale professional development opportunities. These are your teachers that are rising up as leaders. Teachers in the maturity phase show a strong grasp of developmentally appropriate practices, parent communication, positive behavioral supports, and other center-wide initiatives. This teacher would be a stellar candidate to mentor new teachers or teachers in other stages of development. A mentorship relationship for a maturity teacher would be mutually beneficial, as they would continue to grow their own skills while sharing their strengths and passions with others. The framework for a peer mentoring relationship should be fluid and based upon the needs of the teachers involved in that relationship. Leadership should serve as a mentor to the peer mentorship relationship, initially just to ensure that connections and mutual respect is the driving force of peer-to-peer relationship to ensure the success of the process. Teachers in this phase are prime candidates for pilot programs, such as trying out new curriculums or supporting new center initiatives. Understanding the stages of teacher development is a vital tool for a director. By identifying where the teachers are coming from, directors and other center leaders can target their supports and capitalize on the knowledge and skills of their teachers. They also can make staffing decisions in order to best meet the needs of children, families, and teachers. Keep in mind, teachers may move through these phases throughout their career. A change of age level, center, curriculum, or even the change of a co-teacher can affect the stage that a teacher is in. Be sure to reassess your teachers regularly so you can ensure that you are meeting their needs. Please take time to visit our social media platforms to gain more information not only on this topic, but other areas relating to leadership and early childhood education. Thank you for taking the time to review this module, and we look forward to providing more learning opportunities for you in the future.